What's up guys? Welcome to Anime Kahai. If you want to help me out, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.
There's genius lurking all over the world, and in such a close-knit art scene, that genius is not only hard to dig up but may likely not be discovered at all. Art, and creative activity, can be enjoyed only when one has room for it in their lives. It's almost too extravagant to expect that much from this world, but I wasn't willing to give up. I wanted to search far and wide for that hidden genius, and to achieve that, I needed to start by spreading culture from my own nation. This concert event today was our first step. A lot of musical instruments in this world resembled the ones I was familiar with. We even had a piano, surprisingly enough, found in Clayman's mansion, of course. That demon lord was living a stereotypical life of nobility, and we uncovered a large cache of instruments in one of the many ornately decorated rooms in his manor. There were many among the monster races with an ear for music. There was a tradition for yearly festivals, for one, featuring flute and drum-based rhythms. And thanks to lending those instruments to the more musically inclined among my people, we were starting to see some budding prodigies. I had given some practice instruments to those interested, teaching the basics of reading sheet music. That was about as far as my own expertise went, but then my good friend Raphael stepped up. Between the music textbooks I had in Japan and the instrument-related knowledge from the library in this world, Raphael was able to collate all those data and put them together in a single volume. The guy was even able to rebuild knowledge I had long forgotten. I couldn't be more grateful. After that, of course, it had all come down to the monster's own efforts. It's really true, if you like something, you get better at it. And in a flash, we had monsters picking the instruments of their choice and improving at them by leaps and bounds. I also had some sheet music recreated from what I remembered from my past. I don't have perfect pitch or anything, but it didn't matter to Raphael, who edited and arranged everything just right. I'd worry about infringing on someone's rights, but copyright organizations, and the concept of copyrights, for that matter, didn't exist in this world. If someone finds out, hopefully they'll turn the other cheek for the sake of our cultural expansion. Violins formed our main inventory, accompanied by trumpets, kettle drums, and so forth. Finding a piano was itself a surprise, but seeing monsters play it like it was the easiest thing in the world was positively moving. I suppose you could debate whether a piano belongs in an orchestra or not, but I didn't lose sleep over the question. If there was demand for the piano as a way to express yourself, no need to deny it. I personally had no musical talent, so I just let the monsters do what they wanted. The results had been personally guaranteed by Mjolmile, and today, I'd be hearing them for the first time. Excitedly, nervously, I waited for things to begin. Once everyone was in their seats, the lights slowly began to dim as the curtain rose. It revealed a group of performers, all dressed in the same formal wear, a hodgepodge of races and species, each with the instrument of their calling, some human-like, others closer to animals, but all brimming with confidence and pride in their instruments. A halfling, apparently the conductor, advanced to the front of the stage, giving the audience a deep bow. That, I think, was the boy who had come wailing at me once, crying about how there was no work he could do. No, I said, of course that's not true, but he was too weak for construction work, he wasn't good at math, and he tried farming but didn't last long. He then volunteered for our armed forces, but he wasn't very good in a fight, either. The thing about him was, he was great at motivating other people to perform. He had a repertoire of songs he'd sing to help people unify and come together. I think I wound up recommending him to the military band, and while I was at it, I gave him the name of Baton. Baton now lifted his head, his face colored with intense passion. He turned to the stage, taking in the curious stares from the upper crust audience. He was small, but his back seemed to loom large from my vantage point. There was a pause. It's always so fortunate when you can find what you're truly good at. The conductor's baton rose, and then the music began. It started with an easy, gentle melody but then transformed, growing solemn and grave. Under Baton's conducting, the musicians moved in perfect harmony, each of them having discovered something they could be proud of as well. The music they played charmed the hearts of listeners, making them wonder if this exact moment was the best in their whole lives. It was classical, in terms of being from olden times, with the nuance of spanning generations to be recognized as a masterpiece. Some pieces soothed the heart, some sent it soaring to grand heights, some stirred up your courage. One masterpiece came after the other, created by this small band of geniuses. This group, some of whom weren't even literate, worked so hard to study the music, and now the fruits of their labor echoed beautifully across the hall. Nobody would dismiss them as useless now, and if anyone did, I think I'd punch them out. That's just how wonderful their playing was. I had gone to classical concerts maybe 2 or 3 times in Japan, but these guys didn't lose out to them at all, no. I never expected to see music played at such a high level over here. Yuki, too, closed his eyes and listened. I'm sure it was nostalgic for him. I almost wanted to start bragging to him, see? What do you think of that? As I thought about this, the sound came to a close. Then the next piece began, one of my favorite anime opening songs. You're kidding me. They shifted gears from classical to anime? Like it was the most natural thing in the world? And that was followed by a pop tune. Yuki's eyes were no longer closed, they were open and staring right at me. Stop that, man. I'm not the culprit here. After all, the guy who read my memories to create that sheet music was.
Understood. My selection prioritized those pieces in my master's memory data, which provided him with the most psychological satisfaction.
Raphael seemed a little too proud in that reply. But I couldn't make any excuses. It was going so well, too. Now the effect seemed kind of ruined. I mean, I liked these songs, yes, but hearing them played with such solemn grandeur in a concert hall just didn't seem right at all. Yuki, no doubt thinking the same thing, began to snicker a little. But it was only Yuki and I who felt jarred by this. It made sense if you thought about it, but everybody else in the audience was listening to this music for the first time. They'd have no idea where it came from, and Raphael's musical arrangements were a perfect match for the scene. They'd have nothing to be suspicious about. And whether they were used to the classics or not, I could tell they were enwrapped with all this new music they were experiencing. The orchestral pieces dominated the hall, and the crowd was perfectly quiet as they sat there at full attention. The music from Beethoven, Mozart, Chopin, Tchaikovsky, Wagner, and other anonymous geniuses was charming the nobility of this world. I had to call this concert a great success. Anyone in attendance for this performance had to admit it. Even if played by monsters, these tones, these melodies were sheer beauty. Even the anime tracks, in their capable hands, compared favorably with the historical classics, and the pop music grabbed your heart like it's supposed to, the rock revved you up like it's meant to. Thus, with enthusiasm taking hold among the audience, the final selection came to a close. It's over? The concert lasted only 60 minutes, but it felt so packed, like an eternity had passed. We had planned to end things here. Mjolmile told me he had arranged for an hour-long set in the morning and afternoon. Much of the audience wouldn't know a great deal about music, so we opted for shorter sets to keep their attention, without an intermission. This was an experiment for all of us, so we put these measures in place to keep the procedure as simple as possible. I was only briefed on this, the details were all worked out by the people in front of me. I was proud of them. Standing up tall, I was about to celebrate their success with as much applause as I could muster, when Baton bowed and swung his director's stick. Instantly, all the lighting was extinguished. The crowd began to nervously murmur, but it lasted only a moment. Then the spotlight was turned on a single on-stage figure, a touchingly sweet woman with light pink hair, Shuna. She was in a sleeveless party dress, bursting with an allure you didn't often see from her. And there was another with her, a beauty with purple hair, lit by another spotlight. Was that Shion? I didn't recognize her at first, what with the slip dress she had on instead of her usual business suit. Shion stood there like a fantastic vision, as if lit by the moon. Her dress took on a transparent feel depending on the light, revealing a sexier side you didn't often feel from her. She really was a dignified beauty, until she opened her mouth, at least, and this presentation further accentuated that beauty. They went up to the front, in their respective spotlights, and bowed deeply. That alone captured your attention, like a fine work of art, but seriously, what were they about to do here? I hated to think it, but the spotlight moved, and Shuna moved with it to the piano, one that sat in place, untouched, the whole performance. Shion, meanwhile, picked up a violin. There was no longer any doubt. They were about to play a duet. Shuna, maybe I could picture as a pianist, but Shion at the violin? Were we really safe, having her play in front of such an influential audience? I recalled the assorted disasters she had engineered with her food in the past. If her musical skill matched that, it could spell doom for us all. Or maybe not? I mean, there was no way Shuna would allow that. And Mjolmile seemed so confident, too, didn't he? He was virtually staking his life on this whole event, and I doubted he'd let Shion throw a monkey wrench into the works. Let's believe in them. I closed my eyes, still a bit wary as I waited for the performance. It began with a slow piano tune accompanied by an intense, impassioned violin melody. Then suddenly, the tone changed. In a way, it felt more like a duel than a duet. But the extreme force behind Xian's melody seemed to reflect her own disposition, and Shuna's piano playing, much like Shuna herself, gently enveloped it. The intensity and softness intermingled, accentuating each other in impressive harmony. Ah, this was good. I drowned in the waves of profoundly expressive sound, shaken to my soul. This was different. It wasn't something you could accomplish with stopgaps. This was the result of innate discipline. It made sense, given Shuna's roots as an oracle and Xian's role in protecting her. Music is an indispensable part of any religious rite, and maybe that's why Shuna and Xian's melodies seem to hit me right in the heart. Silence. The dreamlike moment was over. It seemed like forever, but not even 5 minutes had passed. When I snapped out of it, I attempted to give them thunderous applause. But before I could, I heard staccato clapping break the quiet. Darn. I was hoping to be first, but I had the rug taken out from under me. I joined the clapping, craning my neck to see whose lead I was following. Shockingly, it was Luminous, disguised as a maid in the employ of the 2 paladins in attendance. She heartily applauded the performers, looking gloriously satisfied. I tried to keep up, and soon, other clapping overlapped with ours.
That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for always watching my videos and supporting my channel. Shoutout to Shubham Tiwari, Shukran, Autistic Lemur 420, Mukul Supercell, Glory Grace Peteza, Rudra Vishnoy, Hexalus Lux, Ibushi, Ilya Hakobian, and last but not least, shoutout to Yosef BTR. I'll see you guys in the next video.